fine.
Frogmite and Mirror Enforcer still get to hang out, though. And we have on the left Gerard Fabiano and Adam Van Fleet on the right. Gerard, very importantly, has no dedicated artifact kill in his sideboard. He does have access to Vindicate in the main, and he has access to creature kill of various sorts. Lightning Bolts, Umezawa's Jit, Sword of Fire and Ice, Basilisk Collar with Grim Lavamancer, and Stoneforge Mystic to search up the Basilisk Collar, but no artifact kill that's directed artifact kill in his main or board. The way he deals with artifacts is he treats them like he treats any other permanent and either vindicates them, or if it's a creature, kills it with creature kill. I would be unsurprised, really, if in this matchup what we see happen is Adam Van Fleet just drops so much so quickly that Gerard Fabiano is not able to recover. Both players survey their opening hands. Opening turn, Gerard Fabiano lays a scrubland.
So you guys are a little lonely here.
Joined in the booth by Mr. Bernsini.
Lucky me, I got a draw. All right, so Gerard Fabiano versus Adam Van Fleet.
We can see this Inquisition of Kozilek, I think, there. Signal Pest and some Ornithopters and Memnites there to be hit. A whole handful of zeros.
Yeah. These players are X2? X11.
Yeah, these are X11s. Fabiano.
No, Adam Van Fleet is...
Oh, there we go. Adam Van Fleet is...
What is this?
Signal Pest goes to the yard. And we're going to have to see what gets unloaded here. I think another Memnite was just drawn by Adam Van Fleet. Looks like Memnite, Ornithopter. Now, with the build that Fabiano is playing, without any kind of green cards, there's not going to be access to a card like, say, Pernicious Deed or Maelstrom Pulse. He's going to have to point and click all of these to death.
What is Gerard playing? Am I allowed to see these?
Actually, you're not yet.
Okay.
I've got to hide the lists here from our guest commentator, Alex Bernsini, as he is still engaged in this tournament.
Yes. But I mentioned it, so we can have nothing wrong.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Alex.
So Gerard is... What's that in play next to that?
It looks like a Badland, or probably not a Badlands, a Plateau.
What's the other card? I can't
and
see.
a Scrubland, a Plateau.
Oh, it's a black border one. Okay. I was like...
Stoneforge Mystic tutoring up probably going to be an Umezawa's Jit. There it is, Jite, to say it properly.
Good. Oh, I'm sorry. You want to go back? Oh, okay. Sorry. This guy's tiebreakers are nice.
Yeah, Alex is still freaking out as we were about the 96% opponent match win percentage that we see from one of the players.
That's not impossible, is it?
Everybody he's beaten is undefeated besides losing to him.
And everyone that beat him is undefeated.
But does that even add up to like 96%? Like if every single person wins, is it still you? Wow. Okay. So anyway, back to the game here.
A second artifact land from Adam Van Fleet. Gerard Fabiano on his third turn now untaps his land. Umezawa is a powerful little bit of equipment there that can tear up these 1/1s. What Adam really wants to do is get a third land and either have a Master of Ethereum or even better, an Etched Oracle in play.
Sure.
And now Gerard has all three of his dual lands that he wants. Him to Turok to wipe the hand looks like land.
Okay, so we have 2 Signal Pests and 2 Memnites in play?
No, it's 2 Memnites and 2 Ornithopters.
Oh.
There's a frog. Go.
Ribbit. Stoneforge Mystic holding the fort down.
We've got a Wasteland. Just pretty good on the blue source there. And the 3 mana remaining of Vindicate.
Whoa.
Ouch.
That's gotta hurt.
Now,
so,
as
Gerard
I
has destroyed 4 lands in the past 2 turns.
as I was mentioning before, you know, I expected Adam Van Fleet was basically going to kind of vomit out his hand and overwhelm Gerard. However, the part that's missing here is the overwhelm part, because there's not a Master Ethereum, there's not a Etched Oracle, there's not something to actually make this scary.
Where is why did not the frog attack last turn?
Do not know why the frog did not attack. Oh, probably because the frog wants to hang back to eat the Stoneforge Mystic, hoping it's the only creature, so that the Umezawa's Jit won't have anybody to carry it.
Sure. Okay. Yep. I mean, I'd rather block it 2. I guess the same thing.
And now we've got Bob.
Bobby.
Bob's here to the party.
Dark Confidant.
And Adam Van Fleet can't cast a Mirror Enforcer if he draws it, unless he draws. Oh, he just scoops it up. He knows that Bob and Umezawa's Jit, with the Stoneforge Mystic being able to be activated, will be able to take care of business.
Yeah, so it's just easy to pack it in there and just stay on focus for the next game. You know, don't bother playing that unwinnable game out.
I mean,
Gerard's deck is pretty interesting, though.
Yeah, Gerard's deck is pretty intriguing. For everyone watching at home who is just joining us now, this is the Star City Games Live Open Series. We're here in Boston. I'm joined in the booth by guest commentator Alex Bertoncini, who is picking up a little bit of break here because he was able to draw in almost certainly to the top 8. Is that right?
Yeah, it looks good for me. I guess I would have had the highest tiebreakers in the tournament if it wasn't for Mr. 96.
No,
79 over here.
There's 2 guys.
Boy, how did these... What is that? Oh, okay, well... Wait, there's another 96.
Maybe there's a DCI report.
Yeah, this has to be wrong. There's another 96%er. I was going to say, there's no way somebody can have 96% no matter what on earth happens. It's impossible.
Rashad says, computers don't lie.
Rashad is hugging his computer as he says it. He's like caressing his mouse pad.
I love my computer, says Rashad. I can watch Street Fighter on it. I always forget if Rashad is a Ryu guy, but Rashad says he's too old for Ryu. And Gerard Fabiano running off to do something.
Here he comes. Stick out your leg.
Good luck, Gerard.
Now,
up a game. I'm sure Gerard is back against the wall, nervous.
Adam Van Fleet. I'm not sure.
He's left to sit there.
If you look at that, he's looking off in the. He looked off into the distance there. He's like, "What is my opponent playing? You know, this isn't something that I'm used to seeing." If Adam Van Fleet plays a lot of Legacy, he's not going to be helped by his memory. This is not a common archetype.
Yeah. Hey, look, there's a deck over there. Want to look at that?
Now, Team Italia is what Gerard Fabiano is calling this deck.
Team Italia.
And he said it's largely in honor of his friend.
Okay.
You might know him, the most famous, perhaps to many Americans, Italian/U.S. Magic player,
Who?
Antonino De Rosa.
Yes.
The Wandering Mage. Is he Italian? Is he USA? I don't know.
I hear he's playing again now. Wasn't he on like a break or something?
No one takes a break for very long in this league. I mean,
true.
even if they take a break for a couple of years, they come back.
The game will hook you back.
They come back.
Come out and play, everybody. It's fun.
Now, I know that one of the things that happened, we had Brian Kibler here several times in the booth, and I don't think he shared the way that he got dragged back in, but basically, he had been away from the game for a while, and he ended up just choosing to play in a tournament, loved it so much, and then now we're seeing him once again.
That's pretty cool.
He's made his way back to the limelight, so now he's a member of the Hall of Fame based on his old performance back in the day, as well as his new successes.
So,
Gerard is
back over there.
There he is. He did a quick lap of the
Gerard's
building.
a lovable guy for those of you who don't know him. I mean, yeah. Gerard is quite the man.
Now, looking at his sideboard, he's getting a couple of cards here. I'm guessing what he's probably doing is he's probably bringing in just some generic, destroy my opponent's cards kind of thing.
Sure.
He's got black, red, and white mana to work with here.
Black, red, and white. So maybe he has some kind of artifact kill, maybe?
Now,
destroy. That's true.
I mean, red. Yeah. Red is good at destroying stuff.
The thing about Affinity is that you could probably get away with, just Vindicates and Swords and stuff like that, because the reason why those cards are so good against them is because they have individual threats, like,
One guy says, hey, what are we doing
their Master of Ethereum or their Cranial Plating. Those are their, like, big cards. Like, you're not going to worry about Ornithopters and, Memnites unless they're followed up by something. So, Gerard Vindicates Cranial Plating or, Swords a Master of Ethereum. It's just that itself in itself is a huge swing. Whereas if you Swords the Flashes of Core Home Command, it's not the biggest deal in the world. So that's how Affinity works, really. That's why Archon Ravager is so good, because it makes all of your things immediately just turn into this entity that you can't beat.
So we're gonna see what happens. A little small smile from Adam Van Fleet. Shaking again. Gerard pulling the trick on him. Gerard the trickster.
Toast's trickster. So it looks like the top 6 players are all hard lock.
Adam Van Fleet surveying his hand. I think he said keep there. Gerard looking at his hand. I can't tell, but I think I see a Grim Lavamancer. I think I see a Bob. Mulligan, actually, from Adam Van Fleet.
You can't see Gerard's hand very well there.
Now, these two players, right now, going into this round, Gerard is at 10th place. Adam Van Fleet at 12th. If Adam Van Fleet wins, he pretty much is not going to be able to make the top 8. On the other hand, if Gerard Fabiano wins, then he very well can make it, particularly with people that are drawing ahead of him.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be an X2 in this top 8, like guaranteed, because the 6 of us here are drawn guaranteed. The winner between Paul, Lake, and Mark here is going to advance, and then there'll actually be an X2, or Elias Gerard is.
There are a couple of wild cards in there.
I forgot these guys here. The 20 pointers.
The 20 pointers could have put a little wrench in the works.
If the 9th place loses and Adam Van Fleet defeats Gerard here, it'll be most likely looking pretty good there. But look at this: if Gerard and the 9th place guy both win, there'll be a tiebreaker war.
Yeah.
A big-time tiebreaker war.
Here we go. Adam Van Fleet starting off with a Ornithopter, and he's got a drum there, Springleaf drum. He could make another mana there right now if he wanted, but instead he's going to admire that dual land. That is a pretty dual land that Gerard is putting out.
Oh, yeah.
I think that if Adam Van Fleet were to stack up to his elbows all the cards he has in play, he wouldn't get up to the value of the cards that Gerard has in play. Okay. We've got a Grim Lavamancer.
Equal that bad land?
We got a Mox Opal, 4 mana. 4 mana makes Tezzeret. Tezzeret is...
That is an interesting draw, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at Gerard. Gerard didn't see this the first game.
I see. Tezzeret, you say. Okay.
I am not sure. Will I make a 5/5 or will I make a Impulse through my library?
Seems like the small to 5. Oh boy, you can make an indestructible 5/5. Ooh.
That's a Darksteel Citadel. Indy 5/5.
Springleaf drum can't tap itself, unfortunately. I don't think. Right? Does it work? Can it? Would it be able to?
I don't think so.
Probably because they're both the cost of doing it.
Because you have to cap it and a creature.
Ah, what a shame.
Trying to cheat the game.
I really want to see a 5/5 Darksteel Citadel crashing in.
Oh, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it?
It's going to be the Citadel.
That's
Yeah.
right. 5/5 Citadel.
Yeah.
Just a little reminder text. There's a 5/5 die there. Gerard looking a little nervous now. He didn't see anything like this game one. the
Gerard
brow,
a little nervous.
the brow furrowed.
But Rashad, you said they
He's
destroy
got swords to
everything.
plowshares. Swords to plowshares can take care of this
I was
problem.
just gonna say, as Rashad said that those colors can kill everything. I was like, it doesn't kill planeswalkers very well. There's no root grapples or anything, but
He could have Vampire Hex Mage. Gotcha.
or Oblivion Ring.
Ding-a-ling-a-lingle.
He's got Grim Lavamancer. That just hits
I mean,
planeswalkers.
Grim Lavamancer plus a Lightning Bolt is good, but I mean that's an indestructible 5/5. That's awesome.
I mean, right now, that Tezzeret is as good as dead.
Is it?
Well, Tezzeret's down to a 2 now. It's been it's tumbled down to
it
2.
goes down, yeah.
And the Grim Lavamancer can just go, Zot, gotcha. He's got 2 cards in his yard now because of the 2 fetch lands.
Yeah.
And now he's got 2 of his cards. Wow, look at this, another dual land. Not as pretty as your other one.
You don't need to look at that one. That one is run of the mill.
Okay.
You see what color it makes because like the pictures kind of look like it's like all right.
And Gerard's just going to activate his tap ability probably, and does 2 damage to Adam, redirects it to his opponent's. Now here's a Figure of Destiny. Okay.
Go figure.
5/5 indestructible there though. Adam still rocking cards in his hand. It's not like he's done playing. Pushes his 5/5 forward and says, "Let's see what you're gonna do."
Let's get ready to rumble, man.
13 life for Gerard Fabiano, and that is a Blink Moth. Sorry, an Ink Moth. No, wait, no, Blink Moth. Blink Moth.
You had it right the
Get him
first
backwards,
time.
backwards.
You had it right
Blinky,
the first
Inky,
time.
Pinky, and Sue. Gotta get it right. Jeez.
Blinky. That's a funny name.
Okay. Okay, there's this card. This was, I think, put out in an era when Gerard might have been away from the game. Gerard took about 2 years off, I think.
Did he? Really?
I could be wrong about that, but I feel like Gerard took a break.
I was under the impression he was playing on like the Pro Tour for like 10 years straight or something like that.
No. Wasteland cannot stop a Darksteel.
You can't. Can you wasteland the Dark Souls? Yeah,
Oh, you can target
no.
it.
You
can target it. So yes, you can wasteland it.
You answered my question correctly.
Yes. If I were a judge, that is how I would answer it.
Oh no.
Yes, you can wasteland the Darksteel Citadel. Oh, excellent. I'll do that then.
Oh, well, I think I will. Now that you mentioned it. Oh, to be honest, there wouldn't be much of a reason to do it in general.
Oh, we wait for Gerard to figure out where to go from here. Adam Van Fleet stoically stroking
He has
his
to
chin.
deal with a phylactery lich right now.
But that is a phylactery lich.
It's a phylactery lich that's a colorless. That's what he's got
Much
to deal.
cheaper than black, black, black.
He did use a planeswalker to create it, though.
This is true. Okay, we're going to see what Gerard has here.
I think the play is definitely right of pumping
Dark
it,
Confidant
of
hits the
making
table.
it a 5/5. Because like obviously Adam was thinking about whether he should plus Tezzeret or not, but I think it was the right decision to minus it there.
Absolutely.
Only because it was a 5/5. The indestructible is what I mean. Like only that reason.
In is the Blinky. Blinky and the 5/5 coming to the
Blinky in the brain.
zone. Yep, that's about right.
So are we gonna pump that ink one like this with the other one? Yes,
And
we are.
Blinky goes for the pump. Go for a 2/2. Wasteland from Gerard. And Figure of Destiny goes to the yard. Bob says him to Turok. And it looks like he's got the wolf version. Hipster Gerard there.
Can't do a very good howl, but oh well.
Gerard's still needing a way to deal with a 5/5 indestructible.
I'm telling you.
We all need a way to deal with a 5/5 indestructible. In for 2. Now, white mana means access to swords, means access to path. A Stoneforge Mystic comes into play.
Yep. What do we
He
get?
could race this here with Umezawa's Jite.
That's true.
It's not a very fun race.
-1/-1 5 times and be rid of the problem forever.
Basilisk Collar also provides another version of a race, just dulling the pain, really, but helping you stay alive a little bit longer for Bob to do some work.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I think GT is probably a little better than Basilisk Collar.
Basilisk Collar is cheaper than me in play right now.
Yeah.
Mana is an issue.
You think so? I mean,
well, he went for the Basilisk Collar, and now he's casting.
It must just because he doesn't have another land.
Right. So it's a constraint of mana here. He can get it into play now. And once again, in marches, the Darksteel. I was gonna say Colossus, but no, it's the Darksteel Citadel, and the Blinkmouth Nexus
coming in there,
nibbling away with his 1/1, and the work done by the Mystic. It throws its life in the path.
When's the last time you've seen a Stoneforge Mystic die to a Darksteel set? I've never seen that before. Edgar Flores today, I played against him. He was playing the Caw-Blade deck in Legacy.
Right.
That attached to them.
He searches.
Goes to 9. The Marsh Flats. It's still, I don't know. I guess now, because he drew the other land, it looks like Umezawa shit's so much better, I guess. Yeah, he can't really afford to lose a turn.
Spends the 2 mana, puts it probably on Dark Confidant. Oh, maybe Grim Lavamancer, wow.
Well, I mean,
I guess he can murder. Right? He can murder anybody.
Yeah.
So anybody but the Darksteel.
Yeah. Oh, what's he doing?
Good.
In comes the the Grim Lavamancer.
It attacked? No, it's wait, what are we doing here now?
Game 2.
No, he's actually shooting the Ornithopter there.
Yeah. Gaining 2. Is that a Pithing Needle off the top? Boy. I take one guess what this Pithing Needle's name is. Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe, I would definitely name the Grim Lavamancer, but it'd be funny if you named Basilisk Collar. You just can't re-equip.
Pithing Needle. Grim Lavamancer seems like a reasonable thing to name.
Yeah. For sure.
And he pointed to something. Maybe we can find out from the judge what was pointed to. We didn't catch that.
Well, find out
what's the Pithing Needle.
Yeah.
Lightning Bolt takes care of the Blinkmouth Nexus.
Okay. So it's Grim Lavamancer is being named. So I mean, this race is probably pretty good for Gerard because, like, the Basilisk Collar will
What did we find out it was naming?
It's Grim Lavamancer.
No, okay. So what you were saying.
The most he could deal is like 5 a turn, and even if Gerard doesn't block, he'll be gaining at least 2 a turn. The way things are going. So I mean, like, as long as Gerard draws something of relevance soon, it's looking pretty good for him, I think.
What do we have there? He
Thoughtseize, it looks like. No.
I can't quite tell. Could be an Inquisition, yeah. It's hard to see with the glare, but I think that's Inquisition.
Yeah, Inquisition getting the useless Mox Opal out of the hand. Don't want to play a second one of those when you have one in play.
right. Gerard still needs a way to make sure he's not just throwing stuff in the way of that Darksteel. It's been coming in the whole game.
Yeah.
Dark Confidant looking like it's going to march on in. Maybe not.
It's really close.
I mean, the thing about that Dark Confidant is that it's nibbling away at Gerard's life total, even if the Basilisk Collar might gain him some life. I see several Vindicates in the hand. First Vindicate hits maybe Pithing Needle, or maybe the one of those artifact lands.
I don't know. I think I'd definitely shoot the 15 Needle here. Sooner we get that Grim Lavamancer back online, doing his job. Oh,
goes for the Seed of Synod.
Over the Mox Opal. There's a Mox Opal in play, right?
Yeah, I think he's imagining a world in where there's Metalcraft goes away.
I don't know.
Bob comes on in.
That seems wrong to me, but I'm not Gerard. Fabiano.
He's gonna throw that Grim Lavamancer into the way of the Darksteel Citadel.
I guess that gets it makes him not need to.
He goes up to 6 life. Okay, a land. No damage.
Yep.
Gerard really needing to have swords, path, something. Wasteland. There we go.
Maybe he really is aiming to hit this Metalcraft off.
I
That's
know.
Pretty. See, this is thinking a couple turns in advance.
Right. Got some planning.
Yep.
He puts the collar on. Goes up to 8.
Yeah.
He's gonna go down to 3 in a second, but
maybe I don't know if Adam Van Fleet's playing Galvanic Blast, but maybe he just wants to like completely put his opponent out of that position.
And Adam's like, "What's happening over there?"
Yeah, he's like, "This poor Mox Opal."
Gerard goes down to 7. Very risky with the Bob there and the Darksteel Citadel. He might have another creature in hand. That would be pretty excellent.
Yeah, for sure.
Black, red, and red, white.
And look at that. He's like, wow, look at that land.
I think he's just reading them to see what mana they produce, maybe.
I think he's actually admiring them. I mean, those are some pretty attractive-looking duels.
Are they?
One of them looks like it's a beta. I think the other one might be as well.
An FBB?
Second Bob there. That Bob is almost certainly going to jump in the way. He's like,
almost certainly is an understatement. He couldn't throw that thing fast enough in there.
Well, you never know. A Dark Blast might come to the party.
Ooh. Dark Blast.
Here it comes. Goodbye, Bob. You're my friend, but you got to die.
Yeah.
And another vault comes down. 2 mana. Cranial Plating.
Does Gerard have another Vindicate?
Gerard, I believe, has a Vindicate in hand. Bob says Sensei's Divining Top.
That was pretty good.
And regular draw. Look at that grip. It's like 6 or 7 cards in there.
There's at least one Vindicate in there. I see the Vindicate.
I almost said Rashad, but no. Gerard is just trying to sculpt a game here where this Darksteel Citadel, even if it's abyssing him every turn, is not going to do enough.
And he's drawing 2 cards a turn, so...
Gerard goes up to 8.
Yeah.
I believe what will happen here is we'll see a creature, if not more than one creature, and the Sensei's Divining Top.
Yep.
Oh, Vindicate. Vindicate hits the Cranial Plating.
Sure.
And Sensei's Top, he's just going to take it. And then use the Sensei's Top to keep Bob from killing him.
Sure. 3 Vindicates on top? I don't think so.
And it comes down to 3 for Gerard Fabiano. A Galvanic Blast would feel awkward here, but he has to say go. And upkeep. Sensei's Divining Top. Is that a foil, Sensei's Divining Top?
Yeah, that's
F&M foil?
No, From the Vault relic.
From the Vaults? Okay.
That'd be nice as an F&M promo. It might not be worth $12 or whatever if it was an F&M promo.
Draws. I think that was a land.
Arid
Yep,
Mesa,
there's a
right?
land.
Yeah.
Draw. Attacks for 2, going back up to 5. Now, in theory, needs somebody to be abyssed.
Yep. How different would this game have been if it was a new Mizawa shit? I mean, I think Adam would probably be dead.
I think Adam would be dead. But I also think that Gerard wouldn't have had the time to cast it.
No, I mean, he drew the land the turn after. I mean, he used 2 of it to play the...
But he would have had to tap his... No.
Like I said, I agree that the play was probably to get the Basilisk Collar, but I mean...
Yeah, he didn't know whether he was going to get that land.
I was very tempted to get that jit.
Sensei's Divining Top is activated.
Draw.
Draws a card.
Did he peek on? He's peeked on the upkeep. Okay, so he knows all 3 cards.
And he has now drawn all 3 cards.
Yep. So Gerard knows he's gonna be taking 1 next turn from the bottom.
Gerard's verdict himself.
Oh,
Gerard's verdict himself.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Gerard Fabiano casts
look
Gerard's
at that.
verdict, targeting Gerard.
He's like, yeah, that's true. I can target myself. No jokes. I'm not kidding.
His opponent's like, is this a joke? What? This is an invitational card? What is this?
No, really. No, really. Does that resolve? Wait a second. Let me see if that works.
He's looking at checking his phone. He's like, I think he's just tweeting his friends that Gerard just Gerarded himself.
It's like, these 2 lands.
Guess what just happened to me?
Gerard giving up a 6 to go to 11, and then laying a Figure of Destiny.
That is pretty amusing.
Now, no figure right here on the next turn can become a 4/4 if he would so choose.
Yeah.
Froggy.
Right, there's a Frogmite.
Frog taps for mana. Lays Tezzeret. Tezzeret ticks up, maybe? Looks... Keep everything in the camera, I'm imagining, is what's being said.
Yeah. So there's Tezzeret.
And what is he doing with it? Is he making somebody a 5/5?
Pithing
Or
Needle?
is he,
He can make Pithing Needle 5/5 and attack for 10. If he attacks for 10, he is not dead on the crackback. He'll go to 2 though, while Gerard can either go up. No, Gerard will go up to Adam can if Adam attacks with both creatures, like if he makes the Pithing Needle a 5/5 and attacks with both, he has to chump block with the figure because he's gonna know he's taking 1 next turn.
Well, remember,
see
that Darksteel Citadel that's already tapped?
Oh, it's already tapped.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries. That's one of the things. It's a lot to be watching, and
that's
sometimes
true,
you miss it for a second, you say it,
Yeah.
a few seconds later you'll see it, but it's already out in the airwaves.
The board's a little less complicated with Mirror Reachery, trust me. A little less. I think I would definitely make him a 5/5. I don't think there's much of a question here. I think that...
Oh, he's like, let me see what you got over there. What's in your yard? Do you have bolts in your deck? Yeah, there is a bolt in your deck. I forgot about that. Okay. Okay, so what do I want to do?
They got to be running close to the time in the round, though. I mean, this is only game 2, don't forget.
He makes a 5/5 out of the Pithing Needle and attacks.
Yep.
Now, if Gerard were to go all in with his creatures, he needs a land and a bolt to be able to kill Adam Van Fleet off straight up. Yep. That's not difficult here. We get the first one. There's the one, and then the
draws. I think it's an unknown card.
Unknown card, exactly. But he didn't even get it. Yeah, there you go. You get to draw there too, Gerard, which maybe means he's got the kill.
I would untap your lands. Oh, okay.
Okay, there we go. All tapped out.
Yep.
There's no Phyrexian mana yet in the format, so...
as of right now.
As of right now. While there are other free cards, I think he only has 1 or no cards in hand, so...
Yeah.
Gerard doing some mathsies. I did believe I see a bolt in his hand.
You're playing the game so tightly. At this point, you want to make sure that you do everything right. You know, you don't want to... This is a pretty grueling game. Gerard's been under 10 for a while. Accounting for his opponent, top decking something random like a, maybe a cranial plating or something.
Now remember, on the next turn, if if Adam is alive, and if Tezzeret is alive, there's 15 power that can come through with Tezzeret making yet another 5/5.
Yep.
Gerard places the Sensei's Divining Top on the table and pays for it.
Yep. Tezzeret almost has haste, At least the card's already been in play, so you gotta be careful here. He's also gotta consider if he can't kill Adam this turn, is it worth killing the Tezzeret?
Yes.
Going for it and waiting an extra turn to kill Adam.
He activates the Sensei's Divining Top, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
He's looking for another bolt here, if he has, or a land perhaps. No, those are the 2 lands in play from last turn, so Gerard still has the opportunity to lay another land. There's a Bob on top, and 2 lands it looks like. Gerard trying to solve this multi-turn Magic the Puzzling. I think he put the Bob on top, but I'm not 100% sure of that. Bob attacks Tez. Goes up to 7 for Gerard Fabiano. And out of order sequencing with the attack. Currently illegal according to the DCI floor rules. To my chagrin. Nope, just going to do with the Bob.
Yep, with the Tez, right?
No, 7.
Bob to the Tez.
Yeah, I think that's the right play there.
I think I see a hymn to Turok, swords to plowshares.
He has swords?
He's got swords in his hand.
Oh. That's a good one. He's trying to see if he can win without making his opponent gain 5.
Go ahead. Here, upkeep.
Adam Van Fleet untaps. It's a Frogmite in play, remember? Frogmite and 2 5/5s. Gerard at 7 life. Is that an Inquisition of Kozilek?
Inquisition of Kozilek.
Let's see the
We
goods.
might have some responses here with a lightning bolt to that Frogmite
Zots.
and a swords to plowshares on that Inkmoth Nexus.
Make some mana. Just in case. No cards in hand, I think. Swords. Swords? What kind of swords is that? This is an Ice Age swords.
Swords to plowshares.
He's like, this one.
Chow.
This one right here.
Krakatoa. That Dark Steel Citadel's been there long enough.
Inquisition resolves. Is that 2 hymn to Torox in his hand? And it's
Ow.
13 life does give Adam a little bit of a buffer here. I don't think that Gerard really minds potentially losing that figure if he feels like it, but he can take the 5, let the Dark Confidant plus Sensei's Dividing Top keep him alive, and then gain a little bit more life. Takes it, goes down to 2.
All right. Gerard's at 2, goes to 1.
Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
It's it's on
He knows
top.
what's on top.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was a. I think that was a Badland. I think, or a Scrubland. I mean.
Yeah. Gerard is at 2, playing this game pretty tight.
Yeah. Only 4 artifacts in play. That Mox Opal, very dangerously close to turning off.
Yeah. Gerard's long-awaited a dream. He could have won a long time ago. He's just trying to go for the quest here. The quest of the turn-off of Mox Opal.
Gerard's quest.
Gerard's quest. Let's make this guy regret it.
Oh, both of them crash in.
Yeah, see, now Gerard has the idea of maybe making a...
what does that do? 2/2.
You're at 9. What, 4?
Rashad's having a jolly old time. He heard the phrase "read the card."
I almost wonder if Gerard has forgotten that Basilisk Collar gives the creature Death Touch. Now that there's not an indestructible creature in play.
That's true. Who cares? He needs to achieve his quest.
Death Touch helps.
He needs to draw the other wastelands to get rid of those lands.
Now, Dark Confidant is just one of those cards that I really, really love playing, and I love playing against, because when you're playing against someone that's not particularly good with Dark Confidant, they will sometimes just make their decks badly or play their decks badly such that they're taking damage they never should have taken, and you get this free damage on them. And obviously, them having a Howling Mind, isn't great. But
I know exactly what you're saying.
I'm talking about it just in terms of the aesthetic of the game.
Sure,
right?
yeah. I think it's a very, very good card.
Yeah.
Like a very well-made card. Like, no one's ever going to say it should be banned or anything like that. It's like just powerful in itself. Yeah, I love that card.
I would say we should ban it if it was mythic.
You hear that, Wizards? So what does an animated 5/5 pithing needle look like? A big giant pin or something like that?
Yeah, it's just like
big, huge pin, like poking it in your life.
It's like super growing, turning into this huge pin. Okay, he attacks with that pithing needle, and the extraneous Dark Confident gets in the way. After much contemplation, Gerard Fabiano, or sorry, Adam Van Fleet attacks. Gerard doesn't take much time to contemplate. He just does it.
It's true.
Okay, a little rearrangement for the Sensei's Divining Top. I bet you that Bob will whiff. Oh, no damage for Bob. Another draw for Gerard Fabiano.
This is such a great game.
This is an amazing game.
Yeah, it is a pretty sick game.
Now,
like Gerard's been like playing like this is top level play.
Yeah, this
like,
is super tight play right here.
Yep. I mean, this format, as far as tight play goes, this format certainly rewards it. I mean, this format's really diverse. So many card interactions. Like,
I think I see a swords in his hand again. I might be wrong there.
That would be pretty huge. I know that's what he was digging for a while.
Oh, Umezawa's Jit.
That would be quite a lot, too.
yes.
He cracks and goes to 3.
Doesn't want that top anymore.
This is actually a dangerous moment. I mean, yes, the Jitte is going to gain himself. Oh, no, the Jitte gives him an insurance policy.
Yeah.
No longer a dangerous moment. Never mind. I'll take that back.
Yeah, this is danger.
And the Jitte and friends come on in. He's got, I believe, like I said, a swords in his hand, I think.
Okay.
That's going to be for 2, 3, 4, I think, damage. And the Jitte gets up.
Okay. Go ahead.
Untap. Up, Kipu. Draw. Gain some life there. He should be at 5 life.
Yep.
In comes a 5/5. Nothing could go wrong.
Well, the coast is clear. He's at 5. I mean,
In play, obviously, the Jitte could keep Gerard alive, even if there was nothing in Gerard's hand, which, you know.
big pointy needle there. It's gonna work overtime.
I think what I would love to see, just for Alex watching here, is a swords hitting this pithing needle, and then Gerard wastelanding that land just so that Mox Opal turns off.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the swords!
Oh, there we go. No.
Okay.
Activates his Mox Opal one last time.
Gerard gives a satisfied nod.
I'll give